Prince Harry has been urged to release details of his US visa application after confessing to taking drugs. A US think tank has filed a 127-page Freedom of Information request, demanding to know how he was allowed to enter the States. The bashful guy confessed in his book to using cocaine, smoking cannabis, and doing magic mushrooms. Legal experts say admission of drug use often leads to people being denied entry into the US, including Nigella Lawson and Amy Winehouse. Now, the Conservative Heritage Foundation wants to know if he ticked yes or no on his application to the question, "Are you, or have you ever been a drug abuser or addict?" Senior lawyer Samuel Dewey said, "It's in the public interest to know how he answered the question. It could well be that he ticked the yes box, in which case he'd need a waiver to be granted a visa to be admitted into the United States. We're simply asking who granted that waiver." A legal expert believes that the truthful Duke may have paved a way towards losing his right to reside in the United States because of his book. Others, however, have said that the Duke of Sussex should be fine, so long as he doesn't find himself in prison for any other reason in the future. Despite this, legal expert and former federal prosecutor Niamh Rahmani has said there's no exception for recreational drug use, royal or otherwise. Speaking to Page 6, the former prosecutor said, "An admission of drug use is usually grounds for inadmissibility. That means Prince Harry's visa should have been denied or revoked because he admitted to using cocaine, magic mushrooms, and other drugs." Meanwhile, the Duke of Sussex's visit to London's High Court last week has been questioned by biographer Angela Levin. She told GB News presenter Nana Akua the trip didn't make sense, as she suggested Prince Harry could have appeared via Zoom rather than in person. She also claimed he jetted over to the UK to show up his father, King Charles III. Angela told GB News, "Well, what's very interesting is that he came over but very strangely didn't let the government know he was coming, so they could provide protection. He didn't ask for a bulletproof car, and also they have guards. So I thought to myself, I can't really believe he's come over here." He said he was supporting the other celebrities who are making a bid to get rid of all newspapers they don't like, really, and he didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me, because he could have done it all via Zoom without coming over. In a discussion with Nana, Angela claimed, 5,000 miles on a private jet when he cares so much about the air quality. I decided that it was really to show up his father and prove he could get on the front pages where his father and stepmother would be in the middle." Angela alleged, "They live to such a high standard they actually could do a little bit less of that, to know that we all have to learn to live within our means. They're not doing that, and I think that's a terrible thing to do, to attack all sorts of other people so that you can make money out of it. There was no USA president in 1953 when the Queen had a coronation," she remarked. "It's not expected." I think that he was also quite grumpy where he was sitting last time for the Jubilee, she claimed. Other people say that he likes Harry and Meghan so much he doesn't want to come. But I don't think that can be true because he's going to be sending his wife, Jill, who gets on very well with Harry.